Hello, John Mason. How's everybody? I hope you're enjoying the holiday season. But right now, some serious business. The House is going to vote on articles of impeachment this week on that weird person lurking around the White House. You know who I'm talking about. Then, after the impeachment, after the House votes on it, I have every confidence it will. It's going to go on to the Senate. And senators are required to take an oath to render an impartial verdict without any bias. But Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said that right in the open on Fox News that he's been in contact with White House counsel about agreeing to avoid a vote for impeachment during the trial in the Senate. And right in front of everybody, right in front of the whole world, McConnell is not even being sneaky, McConnell is showing the world that he's coordinating with the White House, not at all being impartial. McConnell has been a roadblock to every form of progressive legislation that's come out of the House. It's perfectly fine, good legislation, and of which he's proud. And when Obama tried to fill the Supreme Court vacancy in 2016, McConnell blocked it on the lame excuse that we have to wait for the next president. We can't do it during an election year. This happened. Filling Supreme Court vacancies have happened during election years in the past. Lame excuse. There was never any such tradition or precedent. And due to his obstruction, a lot of people might be tempted to think that serious political change for the better is not possible, so give up. I mean, that's what they want us to think. These conservatives and Republicans, they fancy themselves so practical and real, and they think they're geniuses because they undermine any and all attempts at social reform. But let's remember that McConnell is only one vote. Number one, right here. No, one vote among the entire Senate. One vote. There's always these stories, maybe some wishful thinking, about a certain number of Republican senators who might buck McConnell and vote for impeachment. We have to understand, the Senate, the United States Senate, the so-called upper chamber, is still answerable to us, the American people, and it is not his private fiefdom or kingdom. The other Republican senators can, if they have any level of guts or patriotism, should feel free to vote to impeach Trump if they so felt like it. And there's always the fear of Trump's disciples. There's stories going around, serious stories saying that Trump's followers are a cult. And I believe it. Makes sense. But we are in the majority, the vast majority. We have to get our word out that if Donald J. or jerk-off Trump is guilty, I believe he is, of these two articles of impeachment, he must be removed from office immediately. We can do it. We'll start by inundating our members of Congress, start with the House during this week, to vote for the articles of impeachment. And when they get to the Senate, contact your senators, Republican, Democrat, all of them. Let them know they have to impeach him. He has done grave damage to our image abroad, our reputation, our honor as a nation. And his decisions, his appointments have had serious consequences. Like the enabling of racists and white nationalists to crawl out of the woodwork and into the halls of government like Stephen Miller. You're familiar with the stories about his emails to that editor at Breitbart, where he referenced those racist websites and that racist novel, Camp of the Saints. And I can't help but mention the whole spate the past few years of anti-Semitic incidents and racist incidents. Starting with the March in Charlottesville and last week's murder of Hasidic Jews in Jersey City, New Jersey at the kosher supermarket, and stories out of Los Angeles of a vandalism in an Iranian Jewish synagogue in LA. Donald Trump is no friend of Jews, he's no friend of African Americans, he's no friend of Asians, Native people, Hispanic people, anybody. He can talk pretty tough, but he's a punk and a coward. He is terrified by the good reputation, by the good work and good reputation of Greta Thunberg, the 16-year-old Swedish schoolgirl who's now Time Magazine's Person of the Year, who has shown a hell of a lot more maturity than Donnie lurking around the White House. And along with trying to get rid of Trump, we have to come together to undo everything his regime has done. The damage to the environment, the weakening of our infrastructure, the huge gap between rich and poor in this country, the crushing student loan debt, the tax burden weighing on low-income and middle-class people in favor of the wealthy and oligarchs in this country. That has to be dealt with. Now let's educate ourselves on these issues. Let's organize, come together in groups and clubs. Let's pay attention to the candidates. Then let's get out and vote. Okay? On that cheery note, thank you. Enjoy the holidays. Bye.